Hello, these are my answers to the values questions, and my answer to the first one, the disability that I fear the most, is a traumatic brain injury, suffering from any traumatic brain injury. My father had a stroke and a heart attack 4 years ago, and the stroke caused severe damage to his brain. And so after that, he can't work and he can't really remember much, and affected the whole, both long-term and short-term memory and his motor skills and all that. So although he's still functioning, he's a completely different person. So that's what I fear the most. And the second question, the circumstance under which I would wish for death, would be if something like awful were to happen and I was just in a completely vegetative state and not being able to breathe on my own or do anything on my own, just completely living on machines. I wouldn't want to live any longer, and I feel that in that type of situation, it's usually the family trying to keep that person alive for their own benefit a little bit. So I would hope that in that situation, my family would be able to kind of let me go and grieve, because I wouldn't want to live under that type of situation unless there was a chance that I could fully recover from whatever happened and live my life normally, but I feel that usually that's not the case. And the third question, the loneliest group of people, I had two for this. I know Brenda said the elderly here, and that was one of mine. And my great-grandma, when I was younger, she was in a nursing home, and I remember seeing all the elderly people in there, and plenty of them had no one that came and visited them ever. And so you would walk in the hallway and they would just pull you to the side just to have somebody to talk to for a few minutes. It was so sad. So they're definitely one of the loneliest groups of people. And the second group, I said just negative and closed-minded people as a whole. I feel that if you're closed off to the world and kind of negative about everything, then you're never really going to know what true good company is like. And the difference between or within myself that I am most proud of is my ability to care, like how caring I am. In all situations, I'm usually able to see the good, and just with anyone I meet, I genuinely care about what's going on in their life and any struggles that they're having, and that is one of the main reasons I want to be a social worker and think that I'll be good in this profession no matter what field I end up in. And the last question, the ethical principle from the NASW Code of Ethics, which will be the most challenging for me, is the dignity and worth of a person. And this, obviously not in all situations, but last semester I took Intro to Case Management with Erica Gallion, and we did an activity where she listed out like a various group of circumstances, I guess, and had us rate from a scale of 1 to 5 how comfortable we would be working with these people as clients. And I remember that being like a real eye-opener for me, because I have always thought, well, I could work with anybody, you never know somebody's circumstance or situation. But some of the situations that she gave I found would be really hard for me, and just I think the biggest one that I had a problem with was domestic violence, like having to work with not the person that was abused, but the abuser in that situation. I can't really picture myself being able to sit across a table from that person and really figure out what was going on in their head without having some sort of bias. I think I'll be able to not be vocal about something in that situation, but I know that it would be tough for me to think that they, not that they're not a bad person, but it would be hard for me to not hold some sort of hard feelings on the inside to someone like that. And rapists or sex offenders of any kind are another population that I know I would struggle with, especially in that code of ethics. So, alright, those are all my answers. Thanks for watching.